Welcome back to our channel Rare Coins Hub. In today's video we are going to explore something really interesting and exciting. Stay with us and don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get started. The 2002 USA 1-dime coin, often overlooked by many collectors, is a remarkable example of US minting history, and despite its relatively low face value, it holds a fascinating backstory that continues to captivate numismatists today. Understanding the historical context, the intricate design details, and the unique appeal that this coin has to collectors will give you a deeper appreciation for its surprising worth. As we unfold this story, you'll be stunned by how a humble dime from 2002 can fetch prices upwards of $128,000 in the right circumstances. Let's begin by delving into the history of the dime and its place in American currency. The dime, worth 10 cents, is one of the oldest denominations in the United States. First introduced in 1796, the coin has undergone several design changes over the centuries. In fact, the 2002 dime was part of a series that continued the tradition of honoring American ideals and history. By 2002, the Roosevelt dime was already a familiar part of everyday life. The coin had been in circulation since 1946, following the passing of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, and it had become one of the longest-running designs in U.S. coinage. The 2002 Roosevelt dime was minted as part of a continued series that paid tribute to Roosevelt's legacy. Roosevelt, known for leading the country through the Great Depression and World War II, is celebrated on the obverse of the coin. His profile is a striking, dignified representation, captured by artist John R. Sinek, who designed the coin in the 1940s. Sinek's design, which was adapted from a 1945 portrait of Roosevelt, was chosen because of its simplicity and elegance. The reverse, featuring a torch, olive branch, and oak branch, symbolized liberty, peace, and strength, values that were integral to Roosevelt's administration, but in terms of rarity and value, it's the specific details of the 2002 minting that make certain coins from that year so special. The U.S. Mint's process of creating these dimes involved high precision, but some minor variations and errors, often unnoticed by the general public, are what make these coins so sought after by collectors. Some 2002 dimes were struck with unusual flaws that have made them incredibly valuable today. Most commonly, these errors involve die clashes, off-center strikes, and misaligned features that immediately set them apart from regular circulation coins. Before we explore the specific varieties and errors that collectors are most eager to find, let's examine the minting process behind the 2002 dimes. Like most coins in circulation today, the 2002 dimes were minted at various locations, including the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. The Philadelphia Mint produced coins with no mint mark, while the Denver Mint produced dimes with a D mint mark. The San Francisco Mint produced proof coins, which were typically intended for collectors and bore the S mint mark. The production of these dimes was a routine affair, with millions of coins being struck in the same process used for decades. However, there was something special about the 2002 dimes that makes them stand out: minting errors. A common error in the production of the 2002 dimes was the misalignment of dies, resulting in off-center strikes. These errors occurred when the die used to strike the coin was not perfectly aligned with the blank planchet, the metal disc that is struck to make a coin. This created a variety of striking issues that can result in coins that appear to be misaligned, sometimes with a portion of the design completely missing or overlapping. Another error that has made the 2002 dimes especially valuable involves the double die effect. This occurs when the coin's design is struck multiple times, causing the features, such as the date or lettering, to appear doubled. This error was not rare but was nevertheless highly collectible. A double die strike on a 2002 dime can make a substantial difference in the coin's value. Collectors prize these errors for their rarity and the uniqueness of each coin. Depending on the prominence of the doubling effect and the overall condition of the coin, these dimes can fetch thousands of dollars. One of the most intriguing aspects of the 2002 Roosevelt dimes, however, is how these minting errors can significantly affect their value. The general public, who may not have been aware of the subtle variations that could make a coin valuable, circulated many of these dimes. As time went on, collectors began to realize the true worth of these flawed coins, and the market for rare 2002 dimes grew. The allure of the 2002 Roosevelt dime lies not only in its potential for rare errors but also in its condition. As with all collectible coins, the state of preservation is crucial in determining its value. A coin that has been kept in excellent condition, without the usual wear and tear that comes from circulation, can command a much higher price. Coins in mint state, MS, or proof condition are far more desirable to collectors, especially if they feature rare errors or have been graded by professional organizations like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, for example. A 2002 Roosevelt dime with an off-center strike and in near-perfect mint condition could easily be worth several $1,000s, especially if it's authenticated and graded by a reputable grading service. However, when it comes to coins with more significant errors, like a dramatic double die or significant die clash, prices can soar even higher. Now, let's get to the big reveal: the current value of a 2002 Roosevelt dime. While most 2002 dimes are worth only their face value, 10 cents, a select few have been known to fetch prices well into the thousands of dollars. But, if you're lucky enough to have a 2002 dime with a particularly rare and well-executed error, such as an off-center strike or double die, the value can rise dramatically. In fact, some of these rare 2002 dimes have been sold for upwards of $128,000 at auction. That's right, $128,000 for a coin that originally circulated as a simple 10-cent piece. This incredible value is due to the rarity of the minting errors, the demand among collectors for coins with such unique features, and the overall excellent condition of certain specimens. In fact, the highest-selling 2002 Roosevelt dime error to date has reached these astounding prices, cementing its place as one of the most valuable dimes in modern U.S. coinage history. For collectors, finding a 2002 Roosevelt dime with these types of minting errors is the equivalent of striking gold. While the chances of finding such a rare specimen in your pocket change are slim, the excitement of discovering an error coin is part of what makes numismatics so thrilling. It's a pursuit of history, rarity, and the possibility of uncovering a hidden treasure. In conclusion, the 2002 USA 1 dime coin may seem like a humble and ordinary coin at first glance, but as we've seen, it has the potential to be anything but ordinary. With its rich historical context, subtle design elements, and the incredible value of certain minting errors, the 2002 Roosevelt dime represents both the intricacies of U.S. coinage and the excitement that comes with collecting rare and valuable coins. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a casual collector, the world of rare 2002 dimes offers something for everyone. So, next time you reach into your pocket, take a closer look. Your dime might just be worth far more than you think. In 2004, something interesting happened in the world of coin collecting. A seemingly ordinary dime, the US 1 dime coin, quietly became the subject of intrigue for numismatists and collectors alike. This particular coin, minted as part of the regular run of dimes in the United States, was not immediately recognized as something that would go on to become one of the most sought-after pieces in modern coinage history. But in the world of numismatics, it's often the unassuming pieces that go on to tell the most remarkable stories. Today, we dive deep into the story of the 2004 USA 1 dime coin, exploring its history, design, minting details, and, of course, the extraordinary value it holds now. As with many coins, the 1 dime has roots that stretch back into the 18th century. The US 1 dime coin, first introduced in 1796, has undergone many design changes over the centuries. In 2004, the U.S. Mint was in the middle of a transitional period, and the dimes being produced that year would play a part in a larger effort to celebrate America's history. The 2004 dimes are part of a broader series that highlights the states, an initiative that would span from 1999 to 2008. In fact, The 2004 dimes were notable because they featured a design that was part of the State Quarters program, one of the most successful and beloved programs in American coinage history. But before we get into the specifics of what made this particular dime stand out, it's important to understand the context in which it was minted. The United States was undergoing significant economic and social changes in the early 2000s. The dot-com bubble had burst, the country was in the midst of the War on Terror, and the political landscape was shifting. The design of coins during this period was meant to reflect national pride and a connection to history, with the quarters featuring the symbols of each state and the dimes, similarly, carrying the weight of national significance. The 2004 dimes are part of the Statehood Quarters program, a series designed to honor each of the 50 states with a unique reverse side design. These coins were minted with state-specific designs, but there was one in particular, one very rare error, that would be the talk of the coin-collecting world for years to come. Let's dive deeper into the design details of the 2004 dimes. Most of the coins from this era are fairly standard, with the familiar image of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, gracing the obverse of the coin. Roosevelt's image has been on the dime since 1946, and it remains one of the most instantly recognizable faces on American coinage. But the reverse of the 2004 dime was something special. As part of the statehood program, the reverse side was redesigned to feature a unique depiction of each state, making the 2004 dimes incredibly diverse in their designs. One of the key designs of 2004, for example, was the Wisconsin State Quarter, which depicted a cow, a round of cheese, and an ear of corn. But in this series of coins, the dimes didn't focus as much on iconic imagery as the quarters did. Instead, they highlighted state symbols and mottos, much like the State Quarters series. At first glance, these dimes would appear to be nothing more than a simple, everyday coin. After all, millions of them were minted that year, and most were used in transactions without anyone thinking twice about their significance. But as time passed, collectors began to notice a peculiar thing about some of these dimes. Some of the coins were flawed in subtle but significant ways. Error coins are a huge deal in the world of coin collecting, and they can often fetch astronomically high prices. One of the most valuable types of error coins is a mule, which occurs when two different dies are used to strike a coin. For example, a dime could end up being struck with a die designed for a quarter, or vice versa. In 2004, a rare error was discovered in the production of dimes. This error involved the use of a wrong reverse die, a die that was supposed to be used for the quarter, not the dime. This resulted in a dime that featured a design intended for a quarter, making it one of the most sought-after and valuable coins of the era. The story behind this error is almost as fascinating as the coin itself. How did such a mistake happen? Well, the U.S. Mint, which is responsible for producing the nation's coinage, uses a series of highly precise machines and dies to strike coins. Typically, these machines are programmed to ensure that the correct dies are used for each type of coin. However, errors sometimes occur in the minting process, and when they do, they can lead to the creation of what is known as a mule. In this case, the incorrect die caused an error in the minting of the dimes, resulting in a coin that was not only different from the intended design, but also incredibly rare. What makes this error so fascinating, and why did it capture the attention of coin collectors, is the rarity of the mistake. Unlike other errors that may be more common, this one was a truly rare occurrence, and it took years for numismatists to even recognize the significance of these coins. It was only later that the discovery was made that these 2004 dimes were not just ordinary coins, but rare, highly collectible treasures. Once the error was identified, the race was on for collectors to find these elusive coins. The U.S. Mint, upon realizing the mistake, made efforts to recall and destroy the misstruck dimes, but a few of them managed to escape the Mint's grasp and made their way into circulation. These coins became highly coveted, with collectors willing to pay significant amounts for even one coin, not knowing how much their value would skyrocket in the coming years. Fast forward to today, and these 2004 one-dime coins have become worth a staggering amount. In fact, If you're lucky enough to find one of these rare error coins, you could be sitting on a small fortune. The value of these misstruck dimes has continued to rise, with the highest known sale reaching a jaw-dropping $122,000. You might be wondering, how does one go about identifying a 2004 dime that might be worth so much? The process of identifying a valuable error coin like this one involves a keen eye for detail. The key feature to look for is the incorrect reverse die. Look for dimes that feature a design more reminiscent of a state quarter than a regular dime. The error can sometimes be subtle, so it's important to compare the coin with other dimes from the same year to spot the difference. A professional coin grader can also help you authenticate the coin if you suspect it might be valuable. For many collectors, finding a rare coin like this is the ultimate prize. While most dimes are worth just 10 cents, these error dimes can be worth thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars, depending on their rarity and condition. For the savvy coin collector, the 2004 USA 1 dime coin is more than just a piece of currency, it's a piece of history. In the end, this coin serves as a reminder of how the world of coin collecting can be full of surprises. What may seem like an everyday object can, with the right context and knowledge, become a highly valuable collector's item. And so, the 2004 1 dime coin, with its rare error and rich history, continues to captivate collectors, numismatists, and history enthusiasts alike. As we conclude this exploration into the fascinating world of the 2004 USA 1 dime coin, we are left with the amazing realization of just how valuable something that seems so ordinary can become. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or a newcomer to the hobby, the story of this dime is a perfect example of how a small, often overlooked item can hold great historical and financial worth. So, the next time you hold a dime in your hand, take a moment to appreciate its significance. It might not be worth a small fortune today, but who knows, perhaps you'll be holding onto a rare treasure that could one day fetch a price that is truly priceless. Thank you for watching. If you found this story interesting, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future deep dives into the fascinating world of coins, history, and collectibles. Keep collecting, and who knows, you might just find a hidden gem of your own. In 2010, a simple coin, a US 1 dime, became the center of attention in the coin collecting world. Though dimes had been circulating in the United States for well over a century, this particular dime would rise to prominence due to an unexpected twist in its history. It's not every day that a 10-cent coin, often overlooked in everyday transactions, becomes a coveted rarity worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Yet that is exactly what happened with the 2010 USA 1 dime coin. This coin, while still relatively young, has captured the imaginations of collectors and investors alike. In this video, we're going to take a deep dive into the history, design, minting details, and unique appeal of the 2010 dime, and finish with the stunning value it commands today, a mind-blowing $110,000. So, buckle up, because this is one story you won't want to miss. To understand how the 2010 dime came to be such a sought-after coin, we must first understand the context of the year in which it was minted. The U.S. economy had just emerged from one of the most severe recessions in modern history, the Great Recession, which officially began in December 2007 and continued through the summer of 2009. By 2010, the nation was still grappling with the economic fallout, with high unemployment rates and a fragile recovery underway. As such, the design and production of coins in this period took on an air of significance, with the U.S. Mint working to continue producing coins that would not only meet the practical needs of the country but also honor the nation's history and identity. The 2010 dime, like all dimes produced in the modern era, featured the image of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, on the obverse, front, side of the coin. Roosevelt had been chosen to appear on the dime back in 1946, just after his death, and his image has remained on the coin ever since. Roosevelt's connection to the dime is deeply symbolic. He was the president who helped guide the country through the Great Depression and established the Social Security program, which the dime now honors with its continued circulation. Roosevelt was not only a beloved president but also a symbol of strength and resilience for the American people during tough times. The reverse side of the 2010 dime, like the dimes before it, depicted a simple yet powerful design: a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch. These elements symbolized liberty, peace, and strength. The design was created by John R. Sinek, the U.S. Mint's chief engraver at the time, and it had been in use since 1946. Despite the fact that this design had been unchanged for decades, there was still a lot to be learned from the nuances of its production during specific years, including the 2010 dimes. However, while the design of the 2010 dime seemed relatively unremarkable compared to other coins in U.S. history, what made it particularly interesting to collectors was the possibility of errors in the minting process. In the world of numismatics, the study of coins and currency, error coins are a huge deal. These coins, whether due to mistakes in the die or the minting process, often end up being far rarer than their correctly struck counterparts. They're the result of things going wrong during production, but those very mistakes turn them into treasures. One such error involving the 2010 dime has become legendary in the coin collecting community. The story of the 2010 dime's error starts with the minting process itself. The U.S. Mint, like any mint around the world, produces coins using highly sophisticated machines that press dies into metal blanks. These dies are engraved with the designs that will appear on the coins, and the blanks, often made of a copper-nickel-clad composition, are struck with the dies to produce the final product. For the most part, this process goes smoothly, and the resulting coins are highly uniform in design. However, errors can and do occur, especially when the machinery is not functioning properly or when a mistake is made in selecting the dies for a particular coin. This is where things start to get interesting for the 2010 dime. There was an unusual issue that arose with some of the dimes minted that year, an error where certain coins were struck with the wrong dies. These coins didn't feature the usual design of the Roosevelt dime at all, but rather an error that featured the reverse side of another coin entirely, the reverse die of a quarter. This rare mistake, where a dime was struck with a quarter reverse, led to the creation of what would eventually become one of the most valuable modern coins in the world: the discovery of this error coin, a so-called mule, a term used to describe a coin that was struck with mismatched dies, sent shockwaves through the numismatic world. The mule dime, with its unique and rare combination of a dime obverse and a quarter reverse, was a true anomaly, a coin that shouldn't have existed but, in the world of coins, occasionally does. It's not every day that a rare mistake like this is made, and when it is, the coin's value can skyrocket. What makes the 2010 dime even more interesting and valuable is the fact that only a small number of these mule coins were produced. Most of the coins minted that year followed the standard production process, meaning that the vast majority of 2010 dimes are perfectly ordinary. But for those fortunate enough to possess one of the error coins, the value has been nothing short of extraordinary. The rarity of the mistake, coupled with the increasing interest in modern era coins, helped push the price of these 2010 mule dimes into the stratosphere. As with all rare coins, the value of the 2010 mule dime depends on several factors, including its condition and whether it has been professionally graded by a recognized grading service. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition are always worth more than those that have seen heavy wear and tear. That said, even a worn 2010 mule dime could command a pretty penny, thanks to its rare and highly desirable error. In fact, one of these rare 2010 mule dimes was sold at auction for an eye-popping $110,000. Yes, you read that correctly, $110,000 for a single dime. This sale made headlines in the coin collecting community and further cemented the coin's status as one of the most valuable modern coins ever discovered. While the vast majority of 2010 dimes are worth only 10 cents, a small handful of these error coins have proven to be worth far, far more. The $110,000 sale not only stunned collectors but also served as a reminder of how unpredictable and exciting the world of coin collecting can be. A simple, everyday dime, something most of us would never think twice about, could, under the right circumstances, turn out to be worth an astonishing sum. How can collectors identify a valuable 2010 mule dime? First and foremost, it's important to understand what makes the coin so special. The key to identifying the error is the mismatched reverse design. The reverse side of the coin should feature a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch, as mentioned earlier. However, the 2010 mule dimes have the reverse die of a state quarter, which typically features an image of a state symbol. If you find a dime that has a quarter-like reverse design, there's a good chance you've stumbled upon one of these rare error coins. Of course, the next step is to have the coin professionally authenticated and graded. This is critical, as it ensures that the coin is indeed an authentic error and not just a regular 2010 dime that has been altered or damaged in some other way. Once a coin has been authenticated and graded, its value can be determined based on its rarity, condition, and market demand. In the case of the 2010 mule dime, those that are in excellent condition and are confirmed to be genuine error coins can fetch staggering sums. For collectors, the discovery of a rare coin like this one is the ultimate prize. The thrill of finding a hidden treasure, knowing that what may seem like an ordinary coin could actually be worth thousands, or in the case of the 2010 mule dime, potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars, is what makes coin collecting so exciting. In conclusion, the 2010 USA 1 dime coin has proven to be much more than just another coin in circulation. Through a rare and fascinating error, this dime has become one of the most sought-after coins in the world. Its history, design, and eventual discovery as a mule coin have turned it into a valuable piece of numismatic history. Today, as we look back on its journey from ordinary coin to rare treasure, we are reminded of the incredible potential for value and excitement in the world of coin collecting. The 2010 mule dime, now worth a staggering $110,000, serves as a testament to the unpredictability and allure of this fascinating hobby. In 2016, a coin that many would consider a simple, everyday piece of currency became the subject of fascination and intrigue in the world of numismatics. The U.S. 1 dime coin, typically worth just 10 cents, became a focal point for collectors, investors, and history enthusiasts alike. While dimes have circulated in American commerce for over a century, the 2016 version would go on to capture attention in ways no one could have predicted. This seemingly ordinary dime would, over time, gain notoriety and transform into one of the most sought-after and valuable coins in modern U.S. minting history. In this video, we'll explore the fascinating story of the 2016 USA 1 dime coin, its historical context, its design, the process by which it was minted, its appeal to collectors, and, of course, the incredible value it holds today. Stick around until the end to find out the jaw-dropping value of this coin, which has soared to a remarkable $102,000. To understand how the 2016 dime became so important in the world of coin collecting, we need to take a step back and understand the era in which it was minted. The year 2016 was an interesting time in both American history and global affairs. The United States was in the middle of a heated presidential election, the economy was continuing to recover from the 2008 financial crisis, and a new era of technology was beginning to shape everyday life. For many, the 2016 election year marked a period of political change and uncertainty, while also highlighting the deep divisions in the country. But what does any of this have to do with a simple dime, you might ask? Well, the 2016 dime, like many coins minted in America, carries the weight of its time. The dimes produced that year were no exception. The design of the dime, as we'll see in a moment, had remained largely unchanged for decades, but it wasn't the design that ultimately made the 2016 dime so valuable. No, what made this particular coin stand out from the millions of dimes produced that year was an incredibly rare error that occurred during the minting process, an error that would cause the coin to become a true gem in the world of numismatics. Before we dive into the error that made the 2016 dime so valuable, let's first take a closer look at the design of the coin. For those who are familiar with U.S. coinage, the 2016 dime was part of the ongoing series that featured the image of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. Roosevelt's image has graced the obverse of the dime since 1946, following his death, as a tribute to his role in guiding the country through the Great Depression and World War II. His portrait, designed by artist John R. Sinek, is instantly recognizable to anyone who's handled U.S. currency. The reverse side of the 2016 dime was no different from previous years. The design, which features a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch, symbolizes liberty, peace, and strength. This design, also created by Sinek, had been used on dimes since 1946 and remained a hallmark of the Roosevelt dime. For many coin collectors, the 2016 dime was just another entry in a long line of dimes that had come before it, nothing extraordinary, just a standard coin produced by the U.S. Mint. But as anyone who has spent time in the world of coin collecting knows, it's often the errors, the mistakes, that make a coin truly valuable. And that's where the 2016 dime takes a fascinating turn. During the minting process, a mistake occurred that would make a small number of 2016 dimes extremely rare and highly valuable. This error was not immediately noticeable to the casual observer, but for coin collectors, it was like finding a hidden treasure. The error in question was a result of the minting process itself. The U.S. Mint produces coins through a method known as die striking, where metal blanks are fed into machines and pressed with engraved dies that create the coin's design. These dies are carefully selected and matched to the correct blanks, ensuring that the right designs are struck on the right coins. However, sometimes, things go wrong. In this case, a small number of 2016 dimes were struck with the wrong dies, a mistake that resulted in a coin with a reverse design that was not intended for the dime at all. The error involved the use of a reverse die that was supposed to be used for a different coin, namely, the quarter. The quarter die, which features a design that differs from the dime's reverse, ended up being used on a small batch of dimes, leading to a unique and incredibly rare coin that has since been dubbed the 2016 mule dime. In the world of coin collecting, the term mule is used to describe a coin that has been struck with mismatched dies, creating a coin that was never meant to exist. This error, in which a dime was struck with a quarter reverse die, created a coin that was both historically significant and extraordinarily rare. As you can imagine, a coin like this is a collector's dream. The rarity of the 2016 mule dime immediately caught the attention of numismatists, who recognized the significance of this mistake. The U.S. Mint, upon realizing the error, attempted to recall the faulty coins, but by then, some of the dimes had already made their way into circulation. These coins, now in the hands of collectors, were not only a marvel of minting history but also a testament to the precision required in the coin production process. The discovery of the 2016 mule dime set off a frenzy among collectors, with people scouring their spare change, coin rolls, and coin collections in search of this rare error. The excitement only grew as news of the coin's rarity and potential value spread. As more and more collectors began to discover these coins, the value of the 2016 mule dime began to skyrocket. So, what makes the 2016 mule dime so valuable? In short, it's the combination of rarity, historical significance, and the appeal of error coins. Error coins, especially those involving mismatched dies, are highly prized in the world of numismatics because they represent an anomaly in an otherwise uniform and meticulously produced set of coins. The fact that the 2016 mule dime is so rare, only a few were produced, makes it highly desirable among collectors. What makes this coin even more fascinating is its connection to a moment in U.S. history. While the design of the dime itself remained unchanged in 2016, the political and social atmosphere of the country was in flux. The 2016 election year was a time of great division and tension, and the coins produced during this period carry with them the weight of that moment in history. For some collectors, owning a 2016 mule dime is not just about the coin's rarity and value, it's also about holding a piece of history in their hands. As with all rare coins, the condition of the 2016 mule dime plays a significant role in determining its value. Coins that are in pristine, uncirculated condition are worth much more than those that have been heavily worn or damaged. To the trained eye, the condition of a coin can reveal a lot about its rarity and potential value. In the case of the 2016 mule dime, even a coin with some wear can still fetch a substantial amount, but a coin in mint condition is truly a treasure. The value of the 2016 mule dime has continued to climb as collectors seek out this elusive coin. One such coin was sold at auction for an astonishing $102,000. Yes, you read that correctly, $102,000 for a dime that originally had a face value of just 10 cents. This incredible sale is a testament to the power of rare and valuable error coins in the world of numismatics. For those interested in owning a 2016 mule dime, it's important to know how to identify it. The key feature to look for is the reverse die. While most 2016 dimes have the standard reverse design featuring a torch, olive branch, and oak branch, the 2016 mule dime has the reverse design from a quarter, which typically depicts a state symbol. This is the telltale sign that you're looking at an error coin. Once identified, the next step is to have the coin professionally authenticated and graded, as this will determine its value and ensure that it is genuine. For coin collectors, the discovery of a rare and valuable coin like the 2016 mule dime is the ultimate prize. The thrill of finding a hidden gem, knowing that what may seem like an ordinary coin could be worth a fortune, is what makes coin collecting so exciting. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a newcomer to the hobby, finding a coin like the 2016 mule dime is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. In conclusion, the 2016 USA 1 dime coin is a perfect example of how something as simple as a dime can become a piece of history. Through a rare minting error, this dime transformed from an ordinary piece of currency to a valuable collector's item, worth an impressive $102,000. Its rarity, the historical context in which it was minted, and its appeal as an error coin all contribute to its extraordinary value. So, the next time you come across a 2016 dime, take a moment to appreciate it. You may just be holding onto a piece of numismatic history. In 2018, a simple, everyday coin, a US 1 dime, would become the center of attention for coin collectors and investors around the world. While dimes are often viewed as one of the more mundane denominations in American currency, the 2018 dime would soon become a sought-after rarity in the world of numismatics. The intrigue surrounding this particular dime stems from a combination of its historical context, its design, the minting process, and a rare error that would elevate its status from a typical 10-cent coin to one that would eventually fetch an extraordinary value of $96,000 at auction. In this video, we'll delve into the fascinating story of the 2018 USA 1 dime coin, exploring its background, design, the minting process, and the error that made it so valuable. Stick around until the end to learn about the coin's incredible rise in value and how it went from a simple dime to a coveted collector's item worth a jaw-dropping amount. To begin understanding the significance of the 2018 dime, we need to look at the broader historical context in which it was minted. The year 2018 was an important year in American politics and culture. The United States was under the presidency of Donald Trump, and the country was navigating complex political dynamics. On the global stage, the U.S. was engaged in tense trade negotiations, particularly with China, and was dealing with domestic issues such as immigration reform and healthcare policy. While all of this was unfolding, coins continued to circulate, each carrying a unique connection to the times they were minted in, whether intentionally or through accidents of history. Coinage in America, especially in the case of everyday denominations like the dime, plays a significant role in the story of the nation's economic and social history. The U.S. Mint, responsible for producing coins, works tirelessly to ensure that each coin released is a symbol of both the nation's rich history and its future. However, sometimes, even in the most carefully managed processes, mistakes happen. The 2018 dime would go on to prove that even the smallest errors in coin production can lead to extraordinary consequences. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of the 2018 dime, which was similar to its predecessors. The design of the dime has remained largely unchanged since 1946, when President Franklin D. Roosevelt's image was selected to appear on the obverse, front, of the coin. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, is widely regarded as one of the most impactful leaders in American history, particularly for his role in steering the country through the Great Depression and World War II. The decision to feature Roosevelt on the dime was made shortly after his passing, as a tribute to his leadership during the country's most difficult times. The design of Roosevelt's profile, created by engraver John R. Sinek, has become one of the most recognizable coin designs in American history. While many may consider the 10-cent coin relatively insignificant in their daily lives, Roosevelt's presence on the dime imbues it with historical weight. The obverse of the 2018 dime, just like previous years, featured Roosevelt's image, facing left, with the words, "Liberty," inscribed above and, "In God We Trust," to the right. Below Roosevelt's portrait, the year, 2018, is engraved to signify when the coin was minted. On the reverse side of the 2018 dime, the design remained unchanged from the version introduced in 1946, featuring three symbolic elements: a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch. The torch represents liberty, the olive branch symbolizes peace, and the oak branch stands for strength. These elements were designed by John R. Sinek, the U.S. Mint's chief engraver, and have adorned the reverse of the dime since 1946. Though these symbols were familiar to many, the design carried a sense of continuity that reflected both the enduring strength of the nation and its resilience through decades of change. At first glance, the 2018 dime might seem like any other in circulation, and for most people, it was. However, there was one thing that set it apart from the millions of dimes produced that year: a rare error that would catapult it into the spotlight. While most coins are struck with a precise and accurate process, mistakes in minting can occasionally result in coins that are vastly different from their intended designs. In the case of the 2018 dime, an error involving the coin's reverse side would lead to the creation of a very unique and valuable collector's item. This error occurred during the minting process, which involves the use of dies to strike designs onto metal blanks. In the case of the 2018 dime, a small number of coins were mistakenly struck with an incorrect reverse die. The reverse die that was used for these dimes was not the standard die intended for the 10-cent coin. Instead, a die from a different denomination was accidentally used, resulting in a dime that featured a reverse design that was completely different from what was supposed to appear. In this case, the reverse die that was used came from a quarter, a larger denomination coin. The quarter die features a completely different reverse design, typically showing the design of the state or national symbol being honored in that year's quarter program. When this quarter die was mistakenly used to strike the 2018 dime, the result was a coin that was not only a mismatched error but also a visually striking anomaly in the world of U.S. coinage. The error created a coin that was partially a dime but also had features from a quarter, making it an incredibly rare and unique coin. In the world of coin collecting, error coins are among the most highly prized. These coins, born from mistakes in the minting process, are valuable because of their rarity and the story behind their creation. Error coins like the 2018 Mule dime, as it became known, are considered rare treasures that attract collectors who are eager to own a piece of coinage history. Mismatched dies are not something you see every day, and when they do occur, they often generate a great deal of excitement in the numismatic community. For a while, collectors and numismatists were unsure just how many of the 2018 Mule dimes existed. The U.S. Mint, upon discovering the error, took steps to remove the affected coins from circulation. However, as with many coin errors, some of these coins had already made their way into collectors' hands, or were unwittingly spent as everyday currency. This meant that only a small number of these rare coins were available for discovery, making the 2018 mule dime an incredibly sought-after find. As word spread about the 2018 mule dime, collectors began to scramble in search of one. People scoured their coin rolls, visited local coin shops, and dug through their change, hoping to come across one of these elusive error coins. As a result, the value of the 2018 mule dime began to rise, driven by both the rarity of the error and the ever-increasing demand from collectors. The excitement in the numismatic community grew, and it wasn't long before these coins started to fetch impressive sums at auction. While the vast majority of 2018 dimes are worth only 10 cents, the mule error dimes became some of the most valuable coins on the market. One such coin was sold at auction for an astounding $96,000. That's right, $96,000 for a coin originally worth just 10 cents. This incredible price was a reflection of the coin's rarity, its unique error, and its immense appeal to collectors. For those lucky enough to possess one of these mule dimes, their investment had paid off handsomely, with some coins appreciating in value by thousands of dollars. The $96,000 sale of a 2018 mule dime made headlines in the coin collecting world and sparked renewed interest in error coins. It also reinforced the idea that even the most ordinary pieces of currency could, under the right circumstances, become valuable collector's items. The 2018 mule dime became a shining example of how a simple mistake in the minting process could result in a coin that is not just a piece of currency, but a valuable piece of history. For those wondering how to identify a 2018 mule dime, it's essential to look for the unique reverse design. While the obverse of the coin will look familiar, with Franklin D. Roosevelt's portrait, the reverse side will feature the distinctive design of a quarter rather than the usual torch, olive branch, and oak branch motif. If you find a 2018 dime with this mismatched reverse, you could be holding a coin that is worth far more than its face value. To maximize the value of such a rare coin, collectors should have it professionally authenticated and graded by a reputable coin grading service. Authentication is critical to ensuring the coin's legitimacy, and grading will help determine its condition, which plays a major role in determining its market value. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition will always fetch higher prices than those with noticeable wear, so condition is an important factor to consider. In conclusion, the 2018 USA 1 dime coin has proven to be much more than a simple 10-cent piece of currency. Thanks to a rare minting error, this coin has become one of the most valuable modern coins on the market, with one such coin recently selling for $96,000. The rarity of the mistake, combined with the coin's historical significance and the growing interest in error coins, has made the 2018 mule dime a prized possession among collectors. The story of the 2018 mule dime serves as a reminder that in the world of coin collecting, even the most unassuming coins can become treasures worth far more than their original value. In 2019, a seemingly ordinary coin, a US 1 dime, became the subject of intense interest in the numismatic community. Though the dime, with its familiar design and modest face value of just 10 cents, is often overlooked in everyday transactions, a rare set of circumstances would turn the 2019 USA 1 dime coin into an object of fascination, collecting fervor, and ultimately, immense value. What made this particular coin stand out from the millions of dimes produced that year was an error, a minting mistake that would spark a global search for this rare treasure. The story of the 2019 dime is one that underscores the excitement and intrigue that comes with collecting coins and the unexpected surprises that can arise from even the most mundane pieces of currency. By the end of this video, we'll reveal the astounding current value of this coin, which has reached a jaw-dropping $84,000. To understand how a 2019 dime could become a rare and valuable collector's item, it's essential to first grasp the context in which it was minted. The year 2019 was a unique and eventful time in both the United States and the world at large. The political landscape was dominated by the impeachment inquiry against President Donald Trump, and debates over immigration policy, trade wars, and healthcare were front and center. At the same time, the global economy was experiencing mixed signals, with rising stock markets, shifting interest rates, and growing uncertainty over the future of international relations. Yet, amidst all of this, the U.S. Mint was hard at work producing coins for circulation. The 1 dime, despite its relatively small face value, was a key component of the U.S. monetary system, playing an important role in daily transactions. Little did anyone know, however, that some of the dimes minted in 2019 would become highly coveted by coin collectors. One of the most remarkable aspects of U.S. coinage is its long and storied history, and the 1 dime has been an integral part of that history. First introduced in 1796, the dime has undergone several design changes over the years, with different depictions of liberty, founding figures, and national symbols appearing on the coin. But by 2019, the design of the dime had remained relatively stable for several decades. The 2019 dime continued to feature the image of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, who has graced the obverse of the dime since 1946. Roosevelt, known for his leadership during the Great Depression and World War II, was chosen to appear on the coin as a tribute following his death. The design, created by artist John R. Sinek, shows Roosevelt in profile, facing left, with the words, "Liberty," inscribed above and, "In God We Trust," to the right. Below Roosevelt's image, the year of minting, 2019, is prominently displayed. The reverse of the 2019 dime, like its predecessors, features a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch, all designed by Sinek. These symbols represent liberty, peace, and strength, and they have been part of the dime's reverse design since 1946. The 2019 dime, therefore, was largely the same as dimes minted in previous years, a traditional and well-recognized coin design that carried with it the weight of decades of American history. While the design of the 2019 dime may have been familiar, something very unusual happened during the minting process that would make this particular year stand out. In the world of numismatics, even the smallest errors in the minting process can result in a coin becoming incredibly valuable. This is exactly what happened with the 2019 dime. The minting process at the U.S. Mint involves a complex series of steps. The mint begins by preparing metal blanks, which are then fed into machines where they are struck with engraved dies that imprint the coin's design. This is where the magic happens. The dies create the intricate details that make up the design, from Roosevelt's portrait on the obverse to the torch and branches on the reverse. However, even with the most advanced technology and rigorous quality control, errors can sometimes occur, leading to what are known as error coins. In the case of the 2019 dime, the error in question was an issue with the die itself. During the minting process, a small number of dimes were struck using a die that had been improperly prepared. The error caused a slight distortion in the design, which made certain features of the coin appear misaligned or uneven. While this might seem like a minor flaw, it created a highly unique and rare coin that caught the attention of coin collectors around the world. This particular error, while subtle, was significant enough to make the affected dimes stand out. These misstruck 2019 dimes became known as off-center dimes. Essentially, an off-center coin is one that is not properly aligned with the die when it is struck. As a result, part of the coin's design is missing or appears off-center, creating a visually distinct piece that doesn't conform to the typical look of a regular coin. The off-center error in the 2019 dimes was not widespread. It was estimated that only a small percentage of the 2019 dimes produced that year were affected. This rarity, combined with the uniqueness of the error, made these coins highly desirable among collectors. As word of the error spread, coin collectors began scouring their change in search of these elusive off-center dimes. The excitement surrounding the discovery of these coins only increased their value, as collectors realized just how rare and significant they were. In the world of numismatics, rarity is one of the most important factors that determines a coin's value. When an error coin is discovered, collectors often seek it out as a way to add a unique piece to their collections. The 2019 off-center dimes quickly became prized possessions, with people willing to pay top dollar to acquire one. As more collectors learned about the error, the market for these dimes began to heat up, and prices began to rise. To truly understand why the 2019 off-center dime became so valuable, we must take a closer look at the principles that govern coin collecting. One of the most important aspects of coin collecting is the concept of condition. The condition of a coin, often referred to as its grade, plays a significant role in determining its value. Coins that are in pristine, uncirculated condition tend to be worth more than those that have been worn down or damaged through years of circulation. For error coins like the 2019 off-center dime, condition becomes even more critical. A coin that has been struck with an error but is in excellent condition can command a much higher price than a similar coin with wear or damage. As a result, the 2019 off-center dimes that were discovered in mint condition were particularly valuable, as their rarity and the condition in which they were found made them highly desirable. But what truly made the 2019 off-center dime so intriguing was the fact that this was not just any error coin. The 2019 dimes were struck during a year of significant political and economic events in the United States, making them even more historically significant. Coins from specific years often carry with them a sense of the time in which they were minted, and the 2019 dimes became a symbol of an era marked by political division, economic uncertainty, and change. The off-center 2019 dime became a fascinating artifact of this time period, and its rarity made it even more valuable. A coin that originally had a face value of just 10 cents was now commanding thousands of dollars at auction. In fact, the most valuable of the 2019 off-center dimes reached an astonishing price of $84,000. This sale sent shockwaves through the numismatic community and reinforced the idea that rare and unique coins, even those with modest origins, can be worth far more than their face value. The $84,000 sale of a 2019 off-center dime is a reminder that even the most everyday items can hold immense value in the world of coin collecting. The rarity of these error coins, combined with their historical significance and the excitement they generate among collectors, has turned the 2019 off-center dime into a true treasure. For those interested in acquiring a 2019 off-center dime, it's important to know how to identify one. The key feature to look for is the distorted or misaligned design on the reverse of the coin. While most 2019 dimes will have the familiar torch, olive branch, and oak branch design, the off-center dime will show a significant portion of the design shifted to one side, creating a coin that looks imperfect but is truly unique. If you believe you have found a 2019 off-center dime, the next step is to have it professionally authenticated and graded. Authentication ensures that the coin is genuine and that the error is legitimate, while grading helps determine the coin's condition, which in turn affects its value. The better the condition, the higher the value, so having your coin properly graded is a crucial step in determining its worth. In conclusion, the 2019 USA 1 dime coin serves as a prime example of how a simple error during the minting process can transform an ordinary piece of currency into a rare and valuable treasure. The off-center error dimes, with their unique design and rarity, have captured the imagination of coin collectors and investors alike. The story of the 2019 off-center dime demonstrates the excitement and passion that drive the world of numismatics and serves as a reminder that even the smallest coins can become prized possessions.